Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at something really interesting.
Yeah.
This idea that, well, maybe some really old wisdom actually works better than our newest tech.
Okay, I'm intrigued. What have we got?
We've got this document, 5 Ancient Wisdom Principles that outperform modern technology.
Ah,
And our mission, sort of, is to see if these old approaches still hold up, see what value they have today.
right. It's not about throwing out the new stuff,
No, not at all.
but maybe appreciating what worked for, well, millennia. Let's dive in.
Yeah.
What's the first one?
First up is mindfulness, a practice that's thousands of years old.
Right, contemplative traditions.
Very old.
And we compare that to, say, our modern obsession with productivity apps. What's the real difference there?
Well, it's fascinating, actually. They both tackle attention, right? But from totally different angles. Apps are usually external reminders, lists, that sort of thing.
Yeah, pinging you all the time.
Exactly. Whereas mindfulness, it's about building that focus muscle internally, training your own mind. So it's an internal skill versus an external prompt.
You got it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it's lasted so long. It becomes part of you.
Makes sense. Building the skill, not just leaning on a tool. Okay, next. Companion planting.
Ah, yes. From indigenous communities.
Way before chemical agriculture. How's that contrast with modern farming?
The whole philosophy is different, isn't it? Companion planting is about understanding how plants work together.
Like a team.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Certain plants help others, deter pests, improve the soil. It's about creating a balanced little ecosystem.
Okay.
Modern chemical approaches often isolate problems, this fertilizer for growth, that pesticide for bugs. More targeted, maybe?
But maybe less holistic. It's a different way of seeing the connections.
Definitely. More interconnected thinking.
All right, number 3. Memory palaces. Versus,
Okay.
just typing notes into our phones or computers.
Ah, the method of loci. Yeah. Before paper was even common, let alone digital notes.
So what's its strength? Why did people use it?
Well, it really forces you to engage with the information, doesn't it?
How so?
You use spatial memory, imagining a place you know well,
Yeah.
and you mentally place the information within it. The act of creating that mental structure deeply encodes the material.
Right, you have to actively build it in your mind.
Exactly. Digital notes are super efficient for storage, finding stuff quickly.
Yeah, search is amazing.
But does just, typing it out actually help you learn it as deeply? That's the question, isn't it?
That's a really good point. The effort itself seems crucial. Okay, 4th principle, circadian living.
Living in tune with our natural body clocks.
Compared to our modern productivity schedules that often just ignore those rhythms.
Yeah, we push through, right? Our bodies evolved with light and dark cycles. They affect sleep, hormones, everything.
And ancient wisdom seemed to just accept that, work with it.
It seems so. They aligned activities with the natural flow of the day. Modern schedules often demand we override those cues.
Which can lead to burnout, stress.
That's the potential downside, yes. What's the cost of constantly fighting our biology,
Feels like we try to force ourselves into shapes we don't fit sometimes. Okay, last one. Apprenticeship.
Ah, the classic learning model.
Compared with, say, online courses, apprenticeship is ancient.
And its real power, I think, is in that direct hands-on experience.
Learning by doing.
And learning from a mentor. There's so much tacit knowledge, the stuff that's hard to write down or put in a video.
The little tricks, the feel of it.
Precisely.
Yeah.
You learn the nuances, the craft from someone who's mastered it. Online courses are great for access, reaching lots of people.
Definitely democratizes learning.
But what might get lost without that direct mentorship, that real-world practice and feedback loop?
Good question. So let's recap quickly. We had mindfulness,
Companion planting,
memory palaces,
circadian living,
and apprenticeship. 5 really old ideas.
and the fact they've stuck around for, well, centuries, if not millennia. It suggests they tap into something fundamental, right?
About being human, about how we learn, how we interact with the world. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. In our tech-heavy world, is it possible that looking back at some of these really old principles might give us some surprising answers?
Or even just a different way to think about the challenges we face now.
Yeah, maybe offer a bit more balance, something to consider.